me to tell you to fight back. Like I thought, I'm not saying this in a negative way, but you guys should be at a point where you just fight back. You know what I mean? Like, with anywhere you go, you have to use the intimidation to work for you, not against you, okay? That's one thing Kaos taught us. Like, when he was wrestling back in the day, he would go in the ring with these guys that he would look up to or whatever. He would just give it to them. He didn't care at that point, like, this is the guy I used to watch or whatever. And I'm nowhere near those guys, to you guys, but whatever, I've graduated already, like, right? You should be intimidated that I want to get in here and fuck you guys up. Are you guys just gonna let it happen? No, right? Fight every chance you get. I would much rather do that. And it would be a much better match. Does that make sense? Just keep fighting. Use that saying of me going to you guys and being like, take your kick pads off, or fucking go outside, or telling you, like, use that, like, to help you. Like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? In a respectful way, like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? Bah, bah, bah. However I'm giving it to you, give it to me back. Does that make sense? Don't just be nice. Like, no one's gonna always be that way for you. You know what I mean? People are gonna be ruthless out there, like they are. And you have to be able to bring it, especially you guys. You know, like, oh, since you guys, like, oh, they're stiff or whatever. Or, oh, I know Joey Kaos, fuck, that guy was tough. Like, you know what I mean? So then now there's this expectation, oh, fuck, no, now I have to be tough. You know what I mean? Like, and you'll experience that at all levels. All right? As far as listening and structure-wise, I thought you guys did an awesome job. You listened to me well. You guys picked up on cues. You knew where you were. For the most part, maybe a little bit too up, too quick. You know, you were getting your ass beat, and I told you to give me a jawbreaker, and you stood right up. Like, you have to sell, like, jawbreaker, boom, you fucking get into the ropes. You're over here to the crowd, like, freaking, I just got him. You see me, and I said clothesline, remember? I said clothesline, and what did I tell you to do? Roll through, right? So you just gave me the jawbreaker, you're fighting up, you see me, oh shit. And there's that big, like, you've watched wrestling, you know, there's that big, oh, boom, there's the tag to Edwin. As opposed to jawbreaker, I'm up already, like, the crowd didn't get behind you, they didn't see your face, does that make sense? But aside, mainly it's just like, I wanted you guys to, like, fuck me up, you know what I mean? I got you good a couple times. Where we were in the match, my head was like gear shifted already, so I didn't fucking. But there were times when you could have fucking, you know what I mean? Like your punches were right here, each one. Give me right here, boom, boom, boom. I could take them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Other than like that was the only thing. Like I expected you guys to fucking fight me.
Hey guys, it's like what I tell Jake and all the other students when I teach them is, like, if there's a young guy in there, and it usually happens in a battle royal, and me and my buddy will be like, hey, we got a couple of new guys in there, let's put them on the ropes and let's chop the shit out of them. It's happened to me, and I've done it to people. So what I like to tell the students is, if that happens to you, fire back just as hard as they're chopping you. If they give them that first one, but then fire back, because 9 times out of 10, I wasn't always grizzled. But now that I'm grizzled, man, if you fired back with a hard-ass fucking chop, I'll go to the next guy and punk him. I ain't gonna punk you no more, bro. Really, yeah. That's really weird. But if you sit there and let me chop the shit out of you, I'm gonna go get Scotty, I'm gonna go get Jake, I'm gonna say, hey, this guy ain't fighting back, let's get some on him. And then you're just fucking fresh fish. So like he's saying, it's they got that respectful, 1 for 1. You give me one, I'll give it to you just as bad. Like, and I want it just as tough, because if you give me a shitty chop, bro, like you're fucking with my match now. Like, you know what I mean? Give it to me good, right? And I'm crazy stupid. I'd rather you fuck me up a little bit than make it look safe and miss me by a mile. But because that's wrestling to me, you know what I mean? Like, I know people talk about safe, but man, I'm like, protect the business safe. Like, you know what I mean? That's what kind of my mentality is still. You know, I'll take a kick to the teeth if I have to protect the business, but even though everybody, you know, knows it's out the box. So, but yeah, someone's fucking you up and they're giving it to you, you gotta give it to them just they want it that way. Like I would talk to Tom Howard and he was like, you're just like me, man. You want to feel like you're in a wrestling match. And that's every match I want to feel like I was in a wrestling match. That's me. That's not necessarily everybody. People want to come out the next day and feel like they were not in a wrestling match. Personally, I want to feel beat up. That's just me though. But I definitely give it back because otherwise you're just we're gonna call our friends and lay a beat down on you. Really? Yeah, we will. So you have someone with some compassion and say like, I'm just gonna punch him. He's already got bloody chest, but that's few and far between.